exhale. And then one more breath together. Inhale and exhale. Letting it all out. And I invite you to continue breathing, but breathing at your normal rhythm of breath. So continuing to breathe in and out. And it's up to you if you want to breathe in and out through your nose or through your mouth, or maybe through your nose and mouth, whatever rhythm or flow feels right for you this morning. And we're going to start by just warming up our body. So on your next inhale, I invite you to slowly lift up your head, looking up at the sky. Exhale, lowering your head downward, tucking your chin into your chest for support. And then inhale, slowly lifting your head up at the sky. And then exhale, slowly dropping your head down. Now your next breath, bringing your head back to neutral. Okay, and your next breath, we're going to turn our head slightly over to the right, looking over our right shoulder. And we're going to bring our head back to neutral. And our next breath, we're going to turn our head over to the left, looking over our left shoulder. And we're going to bring our head back to neutral. And then one more time, in your next breath, slowly turning your head over to the right, looking over your right shoulder. And we're going to bring our head back to neutral. And we're going to slowly turn our head over to the left-hand side of the room, looking over our left shoulder. And then we're going to bring our head back to neutral. Next, we're going to move our attention to our shoulders. So inhale, lift those shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, bringing them back down to neutral. Inhale, lifting up those shoulders. Exhale, bringing them back down to neutral. And then one more time together. Inhale, lift up those shoulders. And then exhale, bringing them back down to neutral. All right. Next, we're going to move our energy down to our core, or like this, which is your stomach, and then our torso, which is the top part of our upper body. We're gonna do some side angled stretches. So inhale, lift up your arms up and over, up as high as it feels comfortable for you. You can bring your palms together. You may not be able to see my palms because my camera cuts them off, but you can bring your palms together. And then on your next breath, we're going to lean our body over to the right. So we have a nice stretch on the left-hand side of our upper body. And on our next inhale, we're going to lift our upper body back to neutral. And then we're going to exhale, leading our body over to the left, building that nice stretch on our upper right-hand side body. And then on our next inhale, we're going to bring our upper body back to neutral. We could separate our palms so they're not touching anymore, but leave your arms up over your head. And we're going to do some seated twists. So on your next breath, we're going to use our core muscles and our upper torso to slowly turn our upper body over to the right. And then you can keep your arms up over your head, or you can bring them down to your side, whatever's comfortable for you. And then we're just breathing here. Now, your next breath, we're going to slowly use our core muscles to turn our upper body over to the center. And then on our next breath, we're going to slowly turn our upper body over to the left. And then we're going to turn our upper body back to center. Exhale, lower your arms back down to your lap. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly introduce a seated downward dog. position. So we're going to straighten both of our legs out in front of us. Our heels are touching the ground. Our toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. You can inhale, lift your arms up over your head. And then exhale, we're going to use our core muscles to slowly bring our upper body lowered down towards our thighs, but we're not going to be touching our thighs. We're going to just slightly lean our body forward, and then our arms are going to be straight out in front of us. Okay. And we just feel a nice stretch in our lower back and behind our thighs as we continue to breathe. And then in your next breath, we're going to lift our upper body back to neutral. Our arms are up over our head. And then exhale, lowering your arms back down to your lap. And then you can bend your legs at the knee to bring you back to a neutral position. Okay, next we're going to do some sun salutations. Okay, but first I want to introduce you to a goddess pose before we get started. So inhale, lift up your arms up and over your head. Then we're going to slowly lower our arms down to the side where we're going to bend at the elbows. And then we're going to stop when we get halfway to form cactus arms. Okay? And we can create a larger distance in between our thighs. And we're just going to take a moment to breathe, just warming up our inner goddess, getting in touch with that inner glow that we all hold within us, especially early in the morning, getting in touch with the person within. Okay. And then we're going to transition into some sun salutations. So I invite you to lift up your arms back and over your head. Okay. On your next breath, I invite you to slowly lower your upper body downwards. And we're going to bring our arms, we're going to bring them down to our thighs. Our elbows are going to be bent at the knee. So our elbows are going to be planted at the upper end of our thighs, which is close to our knees. And we're just going to take a moment here to do a modified forward fold. So we're not folding all the way down. We're just resting our knees on our knees, our upper thigh. We can have our head hang down and just take a couple of breaths here, admiring the ground that we are practicing on. Maybe we're admiring the hands that lie before us that are hanging down as well. And then we're going to slowly do a halfway lift. So just lifting up our upper body up slightly. So our head is neutral, our back is still straight and neutral, but we're just, lifting up our upper body up using the strength of our arms. And we're just staring at this. You could be staring at the screen and our object in front of you, or you can keep your eyes lowered down. And then exhale, we're going to lower our upper body back down closer to our knees. Okay. And then when we're ready, we can, use our arms to slowly and our upper body to slowly lift ourselves back to a neutral position. Inhale, bring our arms out to our side, and then lifting our arms up slowly over our head, bringing our palms together, moving down to heart center, and taking a moment to honor this practice today. And then when you're ready, we can bring our hands back down to our lap. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to do this one more time. So inhale, bringing our arms up and over our head. We're going to Slowly, we're gonna use our upper body to slowly bring ourselves closer to our thighs. And we're gonna have our arms rest on our upper thigh. So our arms are bent at the elbow, and each elbow is placed gently at the upper part of our thighs, closer to our knees. And we're just gonna lower our head down. You can tuck your chin to your chest if that's comfortable for you. And let our hands just hang over our thighs as we admire the ground that we're practicing on, taking a moment to reflect as we start our day and to activate all the emotions, positive emotions we want to feel. And then on your next breath, we're going to slowly just tilt our upper body up slightly. So straightening out our back more, bringing our head up, slightly up. It's still neutral as we're bracing our halfway lift. And then exhale, we're gonna lower our upper body down closer to our upper thigh and have our head hang low. With again this modified forward fold. And then when we're ready, we can slowly lift our upper body up, bringing our head up last. Inhale, bring our arms out to the side, slowly lifting them up and over our head, bringing our palms together, lowering down the heart center. Taking a moment to breathe in and out, in and out. And then lowering our hands back down to our thighs. Okay. And then we're gonna get embraced with our inner goddess one more time. So inhale, bringing our arms back up over our head. And then slowly bringing our arms down to our side, bending at our elbow, our palms facing the front of the room. We can create further distance in between our thighs for a deeper stretch, inner thigh stretch. We're just going to take a moment to breathe, embracing and showing gratitude to our inner goddess. And for a deeper stretch, we can go into um, a pose that I like to call fallen star, where we stretch out both of our arms out to the side, and then we stretch out both of our legs out to our side as well for fallen star, like a starfish. Taking a moment to breathe. Then we're just going to do a nice side seated stretch. We're lowering our right arm on top of our right thigh, and then using our core to lift up our upper left body to tilt it over to the right. We're just going to shoot up our left arm up to the sky. And we can look up at the sky admiring our fingertips, or we can look down at the ground, or keep our head neutral staring at the screen, whatever's comfortable for you. Now your next breath, we're going to bring our upper body back to neutral, bringing our arms back out to the side. We're going to lower our left arm down to our left thigh. We're going to use our core to slowly tilt our upper body over to the left. We're just going to bring up our right arm up towards the sky. We're going to look up at our fingertips or look down at the ground, whatever is most comfortable for you. Or you can stay staring at the screen. And then we're going to bring our upper body back to center, bringing our arms back out to our side. We're going to lower our arms back down to our sides, and we're going to bend our legs at the knee and then bring our thighs closer together, closing that gap. And we're going to do a couple of cat cows just to stretch all that out. I'm going to turn my chair to the side so you can see the positions better. So I invite you, you can place your hands on your knees. Your arms are out to the side, slightly bent at the elbow. Your back is neutral, shoulders relaxed. Inhale, we're going to arch our spine, open up our chest, tilt our head upwards, looking up at the sky. Inhale, we're gonna round our spine, bring our head down, tuck to our chin. Our arms are out in front of us for support. And then inhale, we're gonna open up our chest, look up at the sky. Exhale, we're gonna round our spine, bringing our head down. Inhale, opening up our chest, looking up at the sky. And then exhale, we're gonna round our spine. And we're gonna bring our upper body back to neutral. Okay? And I'm gonna turn my chair around so you can see me. I invite you to stretch out both of your legs out in front of you. Your heels are touching the ground, toes are pointed up towards the sky. Inhale, lift up your arms. And then exhale, we're going to do a forward, we're going to do a downward dog. So we're just going to slowly bring our upper body down slightly. So we're not bringing our upper body all the way down. So we should not be touching our thighs. And then our arms are straight out in front of us for a nice modified downward dog position in the chair. Okay. And if you want to bring your arms up higher, you can, or bring them down to the middle line is fine as well, whatever's comfortable for you. As long as it feels comfortable within your lower back and the muscles behind your thighs. And then we're going to lower our arms down to our side and slowly lift our upper body back up to neutral, bending our legs at the knee, repositioning yourself if needed. And then I invite you to find a comfortable position to rest. It's time for Shavasana. You deserve it. This was a very energizing chair yoga sequence. So we want to make sure we restore our body. So you're welcome to grab a pillow. Maybe you want to lie on the ground. Maybe you want to plop your legs up on the wall or chair. I have a bolster, but you can also use a pillow. I'm going to put it on the ground and I'm going to plop my feet on top of the bolster to rest, just to keep my ankles and feet and my legs, keep them elevated. And then I'm going to lower my upper body, the back of my body towards the back of my chair for support. You can also put a pillow behind your back as well for more cushion. And I'm just going to leave my hands on my thighs, but you can position them wherever feels comfortable for you. And you're welcome to lower your gaze by looking at the floor. If it's safe for you to close your eyes, you can do that as well. And we're just gonna get regrounded and connected with ourselves by taking 3 breaths together. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. I invite you to breathe at your normal rhythm, continuing to breathe in and out as we connect with our breath. And no matter where you are in the world, wherever you are, maybe the early morning, it may be later in the morning, or maybe it's not morning at all. Maybe it's in the afternoon, evening, or night. But whatever time it is in your time zone, just taking a moment to pause and rest as a way to restart and recharge your body for the day. And for those that are just waking up, I invite you to set an intention for the rest of your day. An intention is something that it's like a goal, um, something that you would like to accomplish or you would like to focus on. I know for me, I want to focus on just staying more present the rest of my day, but your intention may be something different. And as you continue to breathe, think about what you want to focus on or what your intentions are for the day. Remember to continue to breathe and to welcome relaxation in your body. And when you're ready, I welcome you to open up your eyes if they were closed. If you are laying down somewhere or your back is laying against your chair, you can bring your back up, slowly bringing yourself back up to neutral position. If your feet are propped up against an object, you can remove your feet from that object to place them gently back on the ground. And we're just gonna get reconnected and roll your shoulders. Okay. If you need to, you can roll your neck slowly in opposite direction. You can do a couple of cows if that feels nice. Okay. And then wherever you are, bringing your arms up and over your head. Okay, you can bring your palms together if you need to do some seated side stretches. Wake up our upper body. And we're gonna bring our arms back down to our lap. And I welcome you to either, continue the rest of your day or continue resting, whatever feels natural to you.